When you look at the Curry 1, it's something that I hadn't really seen before. You got the dimples in the side on the upper. You got the charged foam on the bottom, the micro G. The first time you've seen the SC and the 30, logo, and just knowing like there were opportunities to put certain colors and themes together that were close to my heart and celebrate major milestones throughout that year, major moments. Case in point, the Splash Party Curry 1, the birthday colorway that I actually got in trouble for back when you couldn't wear the chrome accents on the shoe because I don't know why, but I got in trouble for these a couple times. I think one time I brought them back, but I didn't really care if I got in trouble. They were just cold, so I wore them anyway. But it's a special shoe that at the time for me was, my splash into the signature shoe game. Yeah, the iron sharpens iron right here, Curry 2. There's a biblical reference, the mantra that nothing that I do and nothing that anybody does special in this world you do on your own. But the ability to be around people that can uplift you, encourage you, bring the best out of you and what you can do for them, going through some really hard times and trying to persevere through it all. Really have that moment where I run out on the court and go to our home bench, and that's where I kind of lace up my shoes. I was wearing the 3s all year, then the 3-0s during the playoffs, and then you come out in the 4s during the finals of game 1. That classic crispy white with a little gold accents, and I just remember the arena was just on fire, and I walk out, put my foot on the bench, and there's a lot of kind of humming and whispers going on around me, what's he wearing? Like, what is that? And it was the 4 as a debut, and obviously I played pretty well that series. We won. It was kind of an iconic moment. I mean, with the 5 debuting around my 30th birthday and looking forward to taking that next step, obviously, towards the playoffs. It's a special time, because obviously we got the hit with the pi symbol. My birthday's March 14th, 3.14, so it was a nice kind of discoverable there, and a little Easter egg within the Curry 5 shoe. Fine for me, the balance between that comfort that we had with the knit and the 4, but a little bit more court feel, which I've always thrived on. There's a balance between ultimate cushion and ultimate court feel that I try to find my sweet spot, and the 5 was our shot at trying to make that right. Coming up with the 10 in the town theme, and bringing a spotlight to Oakland and to the city that supported me for my first 10 years, and just bringing all of those memories and that culture and the pride of Oakland. There's a shout out to Oakland and a love letter for my 10 years that I got to truly grow up in the game. This is loud, ain't it? Like, to have this, the Sour Patch, which everybody knows I have a sweet tooth. It has, hover on the top of the outsole, micro G on the bottom with a nice Play-Doh in between that gave it a nice court feel, a nice ride from heel to toe. But even just the colorways and the aesthetic of it. I wore the two-tone Sour Patch Kids in the last game that we played against Toronto when I came back from my injury.
Curry got it to go, count it. First two since coming back, and send him to the line. Curry, card.
And it just gave me a lot of energy to put them on my feet and go out there and hoop. And this is sneaky one of my favorite ones in the line, just with everything that we put into it. Just thinking about what can we do next, how can we take this to the new level, and that's when we were able to unveil Curry brand, the new logo. Now we have an opportunity to announce Flow. It's an outsole with no rubber. It's all foam. It's one of those shoes that, the technology is different. That first time you wear it, it's kind of a unique experience in terms of you don't hear any squeaks. It's silent, but it's so efficient with everything that it does. We wanted to bring back flow. We wanted to kind of play around with some different ways that flow could be, expressed. It's more of a low than the 8 was, but it still stands on top of the amazing flow technology that I love, and then to be able to have some amazing milestones in this shoe, and you know, we prepared for obviously the 2974.
Here's Curry for the record. It's good! And there it is! Stephen Curry! The all-time three-point king in the NBA!
I don't know, it pops on the floor. Like, you, no matter what jersey I'm wearing, you put these on and it just kind of, it stands out. And these shoes are undefeated in the playoffs, so, you know. Get to the 10 shoe, it's a lot of hard work in a lot of different areas, and definitely grateful and appreciative of the opportunity to keep, you know, sharing my story through my kicks. You know, the fact that we've had, you know, so many highs within, you know, this journey, it makes it even more special. It kind of, you know, gives you, you know, chills and goosebumps sometimes thinking about what you were feeling, thinking in those moments while you're wearing each of these shoes.